Hello people, this is NeoDragon666 again. I was showing you how to easily repair a Lenovo IdeaPad. It's a Core i5 Ultrabook. If you look over here, one of my faculty members here broke the the DC jack that actually attaches to the motherboard here, so it's power adapter, right? See, it's got the brass hanging off here, and the plastic piece is missing over here. But you can kind of notice that none of the actual functionality of it's gone. Once it actually plugs back in, it'll plug in and it'll work just fine. So what you can do is, you see how I've kind of jacked up the side of the board with a couple pins here on either side? You can go onto the back of the board here. Let's take the pins out so we don't crack nothing. And it's got some, see the little pinholes here? This is where these screws come in, and they're these little tiny, you see they're hexagonal heads, and they can be kind of hard to get out, but you can either use a small screwdriver, or you can get one of these things. This is a iFixit kit. They're kind of cool. See, iFixit. Buy them online for 20 or 30 bucks, but it's pretty much got everything you need. It's got a flexible driver, it's got the main screwdriver, and then your whole bit assembly. So you can see that it's the T5 right here. You can see it's missing. So you unscrew the back, and instead of having to take off the keyboard and do all the craziness that most of you probably don't want to have to do, you just want to get functionality restored. I'm going to move my camera back over here. So you just take this, take your little smudging tools here, got a couple of them, and you just pop it up here in the back, and it shouldn't hurt anything. It's one of those, these things are they're actually tougher than they look most often, and it's just some snap connectors that pop out. But pop it up, and then you can see over here on the side, all this thing's held down by is actually just a little bit of adhesive on the back. But I'm going to get some tape, and then we can see where we can actually try to reattach this little piece and tape it back up inside there. So I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. Alright, you can see here that I put a piece of electrical tape across the back, and I got our piece back inside right here. And see how the gold is actually still in place, the back piece is not broke off. Underneath the board, I put some double-sided sponge tape underneath there. So when I press everything back together, it'll hold it nice together tight. That's just what I happen to have. Let me see, get the image a little more clearer. But you could also use super glue, or actually, if you don't want to use super glue because that gets really messy, what works really good is hot glue. Alright, so I'm going to put it all back together now. See, this goes underneath here, and I get my little tweezers, spread it, and there we go. Keep sticking to the side. And you want to get it back on the edge and press it down. And where that little break is, that double-sided tape will hold that little break in place. And you should always try to replace these parts, but if you don't have anything to replace it with, or you just need to do something on the fly, you can do these little quick fixes to get you by. So almost got him in the hole. Hang on, looks like it's going to take me a little bit to smash him in there, but so I'll be back in just another second. Okay, back again. I almost thought I wouldn't be able to get this thing done for a second there. Alright, show you what I had to do here. Alright, so I got out my little tweezers here, and I actually had to get a piece of double-sided tape and lay it underneath right here. And what had happened to this board, if I hadn't said earlier, was one of my subs had actually dropped it on the ground. So she snapped off this whole port while it was inside, and this part right here was all mangled. So you could use something like super glue, but I'm actually finding for this instance double-sided tape kind of works pretty good. If you look right there, you can get a little bit better shot of what it looks like. I actually reconstructed this part back here and put this across on the bottom, and then this actually joined up pretty nice, and then once it actually presses together with the screws, see, it actually locks back down. And take and show you what the power cable looks like. See, power cable, good condition. This didn't actually get messed up when she dropped it, but we can zoom out the video here, bring it up and down. So see, press down, slides in nice and easy, stays on there nice and tight, and won't fall off. So slides in and out, pop, pop. Cool. Nice and cheap and easy fix. It took me about 10 minutes to be able to do it, and now I'm just going to put the screws back inside the board and it'll be good. Cool. Thanks for watching.